Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Welcome.
All right. Thank you all for coming.
So, Spike, what gives something a point of view? What makes something feel alive? Internet culture kind of created a word for the opposite of that. I don't know if you've heard of it, but they're calling it slop, AI slop. So I want to ask you, like, what is slop, or what is the opposite of that?
I'm just curious in terms of who's here. Is there how many people vibe code or have vibe code? And wow, a lot of people.
That's a lot, yeah.
And how many people are creative in the creative world of any kind? Okay,
Nice.
cool. And how many people like soup? Anybody? All right, good. Soup lovers. Okay, good.
What gives something soul versus, like, if creation is so easy?
Yeah, I think if it comes from some feeling inside you that you're starting with, I think, and you're following that, and in a way you're working for that, I think that, I don't know, when I see something that inspires me, usually it's from somebody that is trying to express something in them, somebody who's making something that they're excited about, or something they think is funny, or something them and their friends are that capture their lives. And I think it's funny because with AI, I've messed around with just writing a short story on it, and it gives you the illusion that you're really making something because it makes you something so quickly.
Yes.
So quickly you have something like, wow, I did something, and then it didn't really stick with me. I was like, oh, I didn't, even though I kind of, it didn't. It was like the process of iterating, the process of challenging it, and I think that's the sort of the tricky part of it. And I think the opposite of slop is when it comes from inside you, when you iterate, when you're iterating to the point where you're really like, I think most of the things I've done, I'm also with a group of friends, and I think the bouncing off each other is also electric. And I think that the sum of what I bring and my friends bring always is bigger than the sum of the group. And so I don't know, I think that it's in that, and I don't know if I think that like it's an incredible tool, but it's also it's not and shouldn't replace human collaboration.
Right.
And I think that is that's where some electricity happens that can't be defined.
So you mentioned when you do a prompt and get an initial kind of working thing, and then you read it and it feels empty or not there, and
even though at first it's kind of like, wow,
yeah.
I'm doing something. It's like almost like an illusion.
It is a mirage of sorts.
Yeah.
What gives you or someone who's creative that discernment? Is that something innate? Like is that something some people are born with, like taste, or is it something learnable? What is that like discernment?
I think it's your personhood, your personality. That is what your taste is, and that is, I think, if you're listening to that, that's going to lead you to the right place.
And is AI yet another tool, or something different about it, or something?
I mean, on one hand, it's so different from anything our species has ever seen, but on another hand, it is a tool that enables someone to create, and I think in the same way, like I wouldn't, without a mini DV camcorder, I wouldn't be a filmmaker. That was I started making skateboard videos, and we couldn't get a 16 millimeter camera or anything like that, but I think that there's like voices that'll come out. I'm sure there's some person that's never created, and probably in this room, that maybe uses this medium to express themselves, to create something that's singularly them. When we're kids, we all play sports together. We make songs, we make things, we just make things. And then when we grow up, we still will play basketball together, even though we're not a professional basketball player. But we won't make a painting or drawing if we're not an artist. And I think that like that's his book is really about that. Like that this should be something we all can do every day. And I think that is a really like I want more. I want that for people more, and because it is, it is exciting. Like I just to relax, I'll make up a song and won't remember it and won't play it for anybody, but
Right.
it gave me a feeling just to sit there and make up a song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that time where you're just walking and not on your phone or driving or in the shower. So many ideas have come to me in the shower, and I think it's important. I think that's like. And that's something that AI can't replace. Like, I don't think AI can substitute daydreaming.
Yeah.
There's also something called morning pages. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
And like just to sit down with a blank sheet of paper and stream of conscious write what comes out made me and my friends laugh. And I think that is that's something like AI can never do. AI can't really be excited. AI can't really be embarrassed. And if it says it is, again,
It's lying.
Yeah, it's lying. And so I think that's where it is. That's where it comes from. And I think that these tools, though, can be amazing. Like some 16-year-old kid can make something that is them. And I think, even the fact that the two most popular movies right now are made by filmmakers from YouTube is so exciting. Like they came from that technology and were able to express themselves and discover their voice and sort of iterate on their talent. And
there's a phenomenon in I like motorsports and cars. There's a phenomenon now where sim racers, so the people that playing the simulation games, are winning a lot of the races. They're winning a lot of the drift races and all of that. I guess it's the same thing with YouTube. Like a lot of those, it's kind of like a simulation of the real thing in many ways. But then they go on and they do the real thing really well because they've put in so much hours. So.
Yeah, and it goes back. It's like I relate to shooting photos. Like I shot so many bad photos before I shot a good one.
Right.
And then I think same with filmmaking used to be this very hard thing. You had to get the film, you had to get a crew to, but now to be able to have a camera and an edit system, you can, because the only way you learn filmmaking is from being in the edit room. It's like seeing all your mistakes, and you shoot it, you get in the edit room, and you realize all the things that you didn't get, all the things that you thought were communicated inherently that you didn't actually communicate through action or dialogue. I think that it needs to, all these tools need to push us towards each other and not away from each other. And I think one of the biggest problems in the world right now is division. And I think that these tools can easily do that. They're so powerful, and I think they have to, they should be built to make us relate to each other more and not less. And I think they should make us, again, they shouldn't be these solitary things. They should be a way that we use it to connect to other people. And there should be social aspects to AI that I hope I assume are going to come, but it needs to be